We got some classy people in the audience tonight. I'm delighted to say can we have the lights up for a second? I can just see who's in here. We got Anthony Head's here. Listen, Anthony Head, actor. Yeah! Woo! How are you? Nice to see you. And Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Anthony Head. Isn't that great? You know, I love that show as well. I think it's fantastic. I do love that show. I got a friend. He won't let his kids watch that show. I don't understand. I said, why? He says, well, I don't think it's right for my kids to see me masturbating. Yeah, and we've got Tina Hobley here. It's lovely to have you here. How you doing? Nice to have you, Tina. She says, Tina, you know, Holby City, she's so sick of it. Everyone thinks she's a real nurse. Keep coming up to her, you know, saying, how'd you like to top up your wages with a bit of lap dancing? It's just embarrassing. Stick to your guns, I say. So I'm gonna lay off you now. I don't want to get sued. That's what I don't want. I don't want to get sued, for Christ's sake. Because that's what can happen now. You get sued by people. You say too much to them. Oh, God. Everyone's suing each other. I hate the culture of suing, don't you? You know, soldiers are coming back from the war. They're suing the army, for Christ's sake. Because they got shot at. What the bloody hell do you expect? Well, at least sue the other army. The Americans, because... Was it not alluded to at any point in your training? It might get dangerous. Jeez. What do you think the helmet was for? Bloody skateboarding accidents. I'm a little bit of sympathy for the territorial armies, you know, because they were sent out there, hardly any shoes on, no proper guns, sent right to the front line, for Christ's sake. Of course they complain, of course they want to sue. On the other hand, if you've ever met a territorial army, well, aren't they part-time soldier, full-time banging on about it, aren't they? Turn up at work on Monday morning, a little bit of camouflage paint left on the face. What's that on your face? Oh, I can't tell you about it. Territorial army, business. No, but we need them, seriously, we need them, because, you know, well, we're stuffed. We are stuffed if we ever have to have conscription back, I reckon. What are the young people today going to be like? You know, can you imagine that? Those 18-year-olds are doing, hello, oh, I can't do that. I watch them on Remembrance Sunday every year. I'm proud of those old people. They get older and older every year, less and less of them. And they're great with their medals. 50 years' time, there'll be people wandering up and down with McDonald's badges on. Employee of the month, I was. You can have conscripts now, for Christ's sake. Oh, God. Sarge, I've got a nut allergy. I don't think I can go. You'd have to start new regiments for them. You'd have the Queen's Own gluten-free Fusiliers. I don't wear leather. Can I wear my espadrilles? To the left, flip, flop. We need them. We need everyone out there. We do need everyone out there. You know, for the first time, wasn't it, that women became a big issue, that women were out on the front line. And there was a lot of debate about this, and one of the arguments was it distorts the male impulse to defend the female. And of course, that does exist, but as far as I'm concerned, not when it comes to life and death situations. When it comes to that, I'm all for chivalry. Open the landing craft door, please. After you. Oh, God. They say that they're not right for, they wouldn't make it, they wouldn't hack it out there. That women are bloody perfect. I mean, perfect soldiers. They'd have to turn up, see someone else in the same outfit. They'd be in a killing rage already, wouldn't they? Khaki's my colour, you bitch. Oh, the women can't take the pain. Of course they can take the pain. Have you seen a man with flu? They're in bed for a month, for Christ's sake. Women, they can bleed for a week. They just get more and more aggressive. The only thing I'm not sure if I want to be a soldier next to a couple that are bickering all day. You know what I mean? You're in your trench, trying to concentrate on the war. You got a couple bickering about bugger all. You don't know. I told you to bring more ammo, didn't I? Did you listen? No. Because you're always right, aren't you? Oh, well, look who thought they'd fit into a size 12 chemical warfare suit. And yes, your arse does look bloody fat in it. Always finding out about my family late. You know, I was adopted. I didn't find out till I was 18. My 18th birthday. Can you imagine that? I went through my whole school defending myself. You know, you're adopted. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. You're adopted. No, I'm not. Well, you don't look Chinese. Found out on my 18th birthday. My parents were just waiting for Hallmark to come out with an appropriate card. That was it. Even then, I had to follow the clues. I had a badge with the word son in inverted commas. 18 today, brackets, we reckon. I was brought up in the country, you know. I was brought up in the countryside, never leaves you. When you're a country boy, you never forget the stuff you learned in the country. And I got friends who've moved out. They think they're country people, but they're not. They're townies. They think they've got a farm because they've got a few hens. It's pathetic. I went round there for lunch. There was one of their chickens who was hobbling around. It was a manky thing. It was ill. You could see it was ill. And I said, you've got to sort that thing out. You've got to deal with that because it's not nice to just leave it going like, oh, it's called a vet. No, listen, if you live in the country, you do it yourself. We don't know what to do. Listen, I was brought up in the country. The stuff never leaves you. Well, would you mind? Yeah, I'll do it. So I took it down the bottom of the garden. Burnt it with a magnifying glass. Pulled its wings off, threw it in a pond. Oh, they're so squeamish. You know, you can't cut its head off, it still runs around. Not if you cut its feet off first. We've got Anthony Costa here. It's good to see you. How you doing? Yeah, nice from Blue. Anthony Costa. Yeah, we have. He's having a night off. He's having a night off from punching the paparazzi is what he's doing. Yeah, I'm worried about the rest of the band. They're in the studio. Just keep smiling or I'll tell them your real age. You can always tell when they got an open neck shirt. It's all the wrinkles. It gives it away.